Previously on Life Above the Clouds, Lauren made granola-like cookies, and then she bathed in them. She took off all of her clothes and bathed inside of her granola cookies.
So how do we know if it's going or not? It says that we're live. Need to have the stream on something too.
Are none of the HDMI's plugged in?
Oh, I thought you had already plugged it all in.
No, I was just doing the audio. Where's the HDMI, the mini HDMI for the Canon? No, I have not taken the camera upstairs. One camera is on. Mike Finney said it was really dark.
I know, Mike Finney, you're right.
You gotta raise the camera up a little bit.
Which one?
That one.
I just did. You keep moving. That's the problem.
Just try to use the thing.
This? I thought you didn't like doing this because it's not stable.
It's not stable, but
Okay, how's that?
sure.
Better?
Sure.
Are you happy with that now?
Sure. Now Mike
Really?
Finney can see.
Oh, good.
This week's episode is brought to you by Gatorade.
No, it's not.
Gatorade.
I think we're ready. Everything's going. Mike Finney can see us and hear us. Probably. All right. Well, hey guys. Welcome back to another quarantine episode of Life Above the Clouds. My name is Lauren Gaw, and this is my special guest, Eric Shelby Jones.
Hey.
Hey. Well, today we are going to make some chocolate cupcakes. I'm calling them my quarantine cupcakes because they have no eggs in them.
Quarantine.
Eggs are sold out in a lot of grocery stores right now, as is flour. So next week I'm probably going to have to figure out what I'm going to make without flour.
We have 24 eggs.
We did order eggs, you're right. But a lot of people aren't able to find eggs in stores right now. So
People dying.
this is also true. Way to keep it upbeat.
Yeah. I thought that was adding
Hey,
input.
Keeson's here too. He says leaves and wink and okay leaves.
Hey, Keeson.
Keeson.
You're not dead. You're here.
I know, you guys. I'm so glad that people are tuning in and are hopefully staying safe and healthy.
Mike's not dead.
Mike's not dead.
Hey, are we in focus?
I told you I couldn't, because when
that
we
a thing?
move forward, it changes the focus. That's the problem.
Do you want me to change that?
What? Moving that it only focuses on one plane? Yes, I would love it if you changed that. Time out for
No time out.
refocusing of the camera. Well, let me know how you guys are doing out there. If you guys are in your city, if things are shut down, because here in Los Angeles, only the essential businesses are shut down. So we actually haven't gone out anywhere. We've gone out
How's
to
it
walk the dog. Good. It looks really dark now. Hey, Jerry Devlin's here. Hey, guys. Thanks again for joining me today. If you're just tuning in, we're making quarantine cupcakes, which means that they have no eggs in them. Interestingly enough, these cupcakes are based on a chocolate cake recipe that was popular during the Great Depression, where people had to figure out how to make chocolate cake without eggs. So here we are again, making food without eggs, or making cake without eggs.
Way to keep it upbeat.
Way to keep it upbeat.
Way
Is
to
that
keep
better?
it upbeat.
Are you happy?
What up, Greg?
Who's
Gary.
Greg?
What up, Gary? It's really small.
It's Jerry.
What up, Jerry?
It's G-E-R-R.
No, it's Gary. We call him Gary over here. Why are you doing that?
Because I like to see what they can see, and then I like to see what's happening here.
What up, Gary Jerry?
What up, Jerry? Yeah, guys, so I already have my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and start. Did you wash your hands?
No. But where have I been?
I don't know. You touch things, even your phone and
You
stuff.
touch things.
I washed my hands.
You touch things.
Well, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about our ingredients here. So, we have here 1.5 cups of flour, 1 cup of granulated sugar, a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, and here I have half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And here, this is 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. And I also have 1/3 cup of melted coconut oil. I'm using coconut oil. You can use any vegetable oil. You can also use olive oil. You could use melted butter, but I am actually going to put cannabis butter in the frosting, but you could put cannabis oil in the batter. I actually don't have any cannabis coconut oil or cannabis olive oil on hand right now, but I do have cannabis butter, so I'm going to put that in the frosting. And I also have here, this is 1 cup of water. The reason why we have white vinegar in this recipe, which might seem kind of odd, is because the white vinegar and the baking soda is what is going to act as our leavening agent. It's going to make our cake rise because we're not using eggs, which is normally what cooks in our batter. So here it comes, Derek. He's back and he is ready for action. He's washed his hands and he's wearing his full body Top Gun apron. I like this. This is a jumpsuit that I bought at the Goodwill outlet here in Los Angeles that somebody put these Top Gun patches on, so I thought it would be a fun costume, but Derek actually wears it all the time. And it's over his sweatshirt.
Makes me feel like I'm ready for battle.
All right. So first, we are going to whisk together our dry ingredients. Not with that yet. Let's see. Here we go. There's center in the frame. So, oh my
Gosh.
he's just, Derek, you have to go wash that.
I don't either.
He drops this on the
5-second
floor.
rule. 5-second rule.
Okay, so we're going to start with our flour, and we're also going to add our sugar. We're going to... our cocoa powder, and our baking soda, and our salt. Oh, there's still cocoa powder left in here. We want all of it. And now I'm going to get my whisk and whisk these dry ingredients together.
Whisk, whisk, whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk.
We just want them to be nice and well combined. That looks great. So I am going to set this aside and I'm going to get a smaller mixing bowl. So here's another mixing bowl and we are going to mix together our wet ingredients.
Can you just switch? Just stay there for a little bit.
Oh, we're just
No,
gonna...
stay. Go, switch.
Oh.
And then turn. Twist this right here.
Do you guys like our picture-in-picture? So you can see us? So, and then in this bowl, I am going to add my melted coconut oil. When you're cooking with coconut oil, it's always important to melt it first because if it's solid at room temperature, then the chunks won't mix into your batter evenly. That's especially important when you're using cannabis-infused coconut oil. So I have my coconut oil. This is my vanilla extract and vinegar. And then I have 1 cup of water.
Uh-oh, what happened?
What happened? What'd you do?
I didn't do nothing.
Okay. Are we still going?
We're still going.
We're still going. So this obviously won't mix super well because we're mixing water and oil, but I just want to give it a nice little mix and then we're going to add it into our dry ingredients.
Mix, mix, mix.
Can you bring our bowl of dry ingredients here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait. Nope.
Slide it into frame. That was pretty good. You're going to scratch up our table. Where are you trying to get it to go?
In there.
Okay. So I'm going to pour in our wet ingredients.
Nom, nom, nom.
And then are we using the thing that fell on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're using our hand mixer. that Derek was playing around with and dropped these on the floor, and he's too lazy to go wash them. So
Hey,
we're
a pilot does not play
going
around.
for them.
A pilot does not play.
What were you doing then?
I was pushing the button.
The button that releases the paddles.
That releases it?
That's what this does. This
Oh,
button is to release these.
Whoa!
That's what you did!
That's not what I did.
Yes, it is. And you shot it on the floor. Can you plug me in? Or are you above that too?
I'm above plugging in. I'm not a PA. You didn't ask me on the show to be a PA.
What did I ask you on the show to do?
To look good.
Oh, okay.
To use all of my equipment.
Okay, so I have my hand mixer ready, and we're gonna mix together this batter.
Do you have a song for it?
Mix, 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 mixity, mix, mix.
Mix, 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 mixity, mix, mix.
We have a song for everything. Ooh, it smells good. It kind of smells like hot chocolate. Can you smell that?
No.
No. It looks pretty good.
Look at the sides over there.
I know. I'm gonna use a spatula to scrape the sides. So I'm gonna use my spatula just to scrape the sides and make sure everything is mixed in. And then we are already done with our batter. So can you grab our muffin tin? He's too busy adjusting himself. So I have a muffin tin that I actually lined with Easter-themed cupcake liners. You can use whatever you want,
Is that
but Easter is
dry
coming.
ingredients?
That's for the frosting.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
And then I have my favorite scoop. You guys know I love using these scoops, so everything comes out the same size. And we are just going to scoop our batter into our prepared muffin tin.
Why don't people talk more?
I don't know. Why don't people talk more? Nobody wants to say anything to me.
We're getting a phone call.
You're getting a phone call.
We
Oh.
are.
Who's calling us?
Someone from Nebraska.
Interesting.
Annie Leibowitz says, "Hi, Lauren."
That's Anisha. Hi, Anisha.
Hey, Anisha.
Welcome to this episode of Life Above the Clouds. We're making quarantine cupcakes, which are chocolate cupcakes that have no eggs in them because, well, we actually did order eggs recently, but we didn't have eggs for a minute there.
Don't worry, Anisha. We tell everybody what we're doing every time they come into this room.
We do. We have to keep everybody updated.
You weren't even looking. You know the camera wasn't even on.
Oh, Mike Finney says still working while watching. So I didn't realize that the picture-in-picture had disappeared. Well, hi Anisha, welcome. We're making quarantine cupcakes that are chocolate cupcakes without eggs in them. How many times can I say that over and over again to annoy Derek?
I don't know what we're making.
So if you don't have a scoop like this, you can just fill all of your cupcakes to 2/3 full with the batter.
Anisha, have you been watching all these military helicopters today? Did you know that there's a war? A war on
Anisha
the
says,
coronavirus?
LOL, thank you. You're welcome, Anisha.
A war on the coronavirus? A war on drugs?
Yep.
A war on the people?
Uh-oh, do I not have enough to go around? I might have overstuffed some of them. Are going to be a little short.
Like you.
Like me, I'm a little short.
Can I like this?
Yeah.
Not what I was wanting it to be.
Sorry. Well, guys, I only made it to 10 cupcakes. Some of mine were heaping mounds, so, you got to make sure they're spread out evenly. But that's okay. Because pretty much these 10 cupcakes we're going to eat all on our own.
We're all gonna die! We're all gonna die!
That's really, really loud in my ear. So, because I don't want to waste any of this batter, I'm going to stuff it all in these cupcake tins. Just kind of evenly spreading it out. Did the batter not taste good? Did you not like it?
I'm so nauseous.
Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, that's pretty good. So we have our cupcake tin full, and my oven's preheated to 350 degrees, and we're going to bake them for about 12 to 15 minutes until a toothpick insert in the center comes out clean. What are you doing?
Did you remember you had these?
Yeah.
Nisha, I do have my own show. Why do you think?
Talk about your own show?
Why do you think we have all this gear?
So Derek's going to talk about his own show, and I'm going to wash these so we can use them for our frosting.
My own show. Uh.
This is pretty much it.
Oh, God. Fuck.
All right. Well, I'm sure that was very entertaining for you all. If you are curious, Derek does have his own YouTube channel, and there is a link in the description section.
Is there?
There is. There's already a link, as well as a link to your Instagram.
What?
But if if you guys didn't enjoy that little preview, then you probably won't be interested. Anisha says, you're cracking me up. I'm glad someone's laughing.
You can also see me every first and third Monday of the month at the West Side Comedy Theater, and May 1st at the world famous Comedy Store, and on YouTube, and in your mother's dreams.
Okay. So for our frosting, we are actually going to make a cream cheese buttercream because I had cream cheese in the refrigerator, and cream cheese frosting is delicious. So we have here, this is 3.5 cups of powdered sugar, and I already put half a cup of cocoa powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here. And then here, there is, slide it in. There we go. Okay. Oh, do it again.
Wait.
Okay, so this is very difficult.
Nope.
Turn it around so the cannabis butter is in the front. Ooh!
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right, well in here, this is 1 tablespoon of cannabis butter. I have them pre-measured in, how did you do the picture-in-picture so they can see us?
You just press it on, baby.
Oh, okay.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, I have them pre-measured in 1/2 tablespoon portions.
Wow, so get so fucked up, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you could get real hot, motherfucker. Hey. Okay.
This is 4 ounces of cream cheese.
Okay. You're right. Okay.
And half of...
This is what happens when we get locked up for a very long time together.
This is really testing everyone's relationships,
Just
isn't
really
it?
testing the relationship. Lots of babies going to be made. Lots of babies.
And this is also 1/2 cup of butter. And all of this has been set out so it's all room temperature. Now, can you hand me that big bowl? Oh, and can you also hand me that little bowl?
Did you forget it?
I did. I forgot it. This is also 1 teaspoon. Let's do this.
Let's slide it in.
No, this is not good to slide in. This is also 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Was it supposed to be in the other?
No, it's supposed to go in here.
Has anybody read any good poetry recently?
I don't know. Have you guys read any poetry recently?
Any...
So first, I am going to just whisk together I'm just going to whisk together my powdered sugar, my cocoa powder, and my salt very gently because this bowl is not big enough. It doesn't have to be completely combined, but we just want it to mix in evenly when we add it to our whipped butter and cream cheese.
Why don't you ever show your audience how fucking weird you are?
I do show my
I feel like this is like, you're just like reading a recipe, but you're never like, fart, fart, fart.
Yeah, that's what I usually do every day is just say fart, fart, fart.
No, you usually just fart, fart, fart.
No, you fart way more than I do.
Nowadays, because you figured out what you were allergic to.
Yeah, don't spill this stuff.
I'm just saying, like, I think you need to throw in some personality, maybe some jazz hands.
I do jazz hands all the time.
Not for your audience.
Yes, I do for my audience.
Anisha, have you seen her do jazz hands?
Anisha's seen me do all kinds of things. She loves my personality, don't you, Anisha? So then here
is this Anisha with an E?
No, yeah, Anisha with an E.
There's more than one.
There's more. There's an Anisha with an A that we also know. That Anisha with an E also knows. So here I'm going to add together my cream cheese. You can't see it because the thing's in the way. My cream cheese and my butters.
Nope.
Go. She says yes. See?
Says yes to what?
She says yes to seeing me do jazz hands. So I want this stuff. I want this stuff in there. That's for you're stepping on the thing.
It's just in the way. This isn't.
You're just in the way.
You are a bad producer.
I've been doing fine up until you come in.
Girl, don't even. What if this was my hand? What if I lost my hand and I replaced it with...
You like Edward Spatula hands?
Sarah!
Oh my gosh.
Sarah!
So this reference, if you didn't know, is from a movie called Leaving Las Vegas that Nicolas Cage won the
Let me describe this
Best Actor Academy Award for.
He won an Oscar, but I just want to show you something. I'm just going to show...
On the phone?
So I used to live in an apartment with my friend Rob, and after we were watching the movie, I ate some of these edibles, right, that she made, and then I'm watching, I go, "That's my apartment! That's my apartment!"
That is exactly how he reacted.
Hold on, let's just cut here.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Let's just say cut.
Cut. You do cut. Look at this. Where is it?
There. There's the glare.
There won't be.
There it goes. There it goes.
That's my apartment. The prostitute lived that was my door. She went up to my door. Mm-hmm. That's my apartment.
So the movie is about Nicolas Cage and he falls in love with a prostitute. That's basically the short of it.
Basically, I'm an Oscar-winning apartment dweller.
Yeah, you're a good location scout.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to whip together the butters and the cream cheese.
Mix.
You just want to whip these together and make it nice and fluffy because we want our frosting to be fluffy. This is also a really important step to mix in all of our cannabis butter evenly. I sure can smell it. What's happening behind me?
I'm like a backup dancer on The Masked Singer.
Anisha says, wahaha.
Have I met Anisha?
Have you? I think you have. Have you guys met?
Hey, yo, have we met?
I'm pretty sure you have.
Was I wearing clothes?
Yes, you were wearing clothes.
Oh.
I'm just gonna grab that little chunk there.
It smells like marijuana.
It does smell like marijuana, you're right.
Are we going to give these to Jamie?
Yeah, we can give some to Jamie. Jamie's our neighbor. We talked to him this morning out on the other side of the fence. We were social distancing. Anisha says I don't think we've met, have we?
I don't think we have met.
If anything, you guys would have met the night of the showcase.
I didn't go to the showcase.
You came afterwards, though. Like,
I wasn't,
bar.
unlike some people, I was not invited to the showcase.
You were invited to the showcase.
No, I fucking wasn't.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't make the invite list.
Yeah, you did.
No,
you
I
were in
didn't.
the showcase. You could have put me on your list.
Well, my parents were on the list. I had 2 invites.
Your parents weren't there.
Yes, they were. Well, oh, no, not for the actual showcase. We couldn't invite anyone to the showcase. We can invite people to the dress rehearsal.
Oh, so I can go to Greg Santos' showcase, but I can't go to your showcase?
Well, that's a different showcase. That's
Fuck.
a different network.
Fuck, I see.
They invite everybody.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This is what I have to deal with 24/7 right now.
No,
It's
that's
a lot.
not true. We have our own distance.
So I am going to add in our dry ingredients slowly and just mix it in a little bit at a time. You can see the dust that puffs up. If you mix it all at once, all that dust is going to go everywhere. I might have to add a little milk to this. If it's a little dry, then you can go ahead and add milk a little bit at a time until you get the showcase. I mean, the showcase. I was reading the thing. Anisha says we didn't make the rules. Thank you, Anisha.
But if you don't have any milk like we don't right now, you can just add like a little Gatorade.
And I also have this vanilla extract that I'm going to add.
Am I supposed to take that out?
Oh, do you want to be in charge of that or do you
No,
want to
I
be in
wanna
charge of
do
this?
this.
Okay, don't spill it everywhere, please.
I'm doing such a good job. What was that really tall woman's name? The one that did American cooking stuff?
Julia Child?
I'm like a Julia Child.
You're like a Julia Child. My dad is calling me right now.
He's got the corona.
I know. So I put the cupcakes in there for 11 minutes. I always like to start checking the time early because you don't want to overbake things. So I'm going to dump more in while you're mixing. Is that okay?
Why's your dad calling?
I don't know. My dad was just calling. I didn't pick it up, obviously.
Give me
Sorry,
Papa.
Dad. I don't know. I'll call him back when we're done. I can also get a spatula so we can scrape the sides of the bowl.
Uh-oh.
What?
It's splashy. You added too much at once.
No. You want me to take over?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to get away from the bike.
Alright. So as always, you want to let your cupcakes cool completely before you frost them, but on this show we get really impatient and we want to eat it right away, so
No, let's let it cool this time. It doesn't look good when it's sloppy.
it doesn't look good when it's sloppy, you're right. Because then the frosting just melts immediately if you put it on a hot cake. But there's something really delicious about eating a hot cake with frosting. It's like eating a hot cookie. Hot cookies are delicious, so hot cake is also delicious.
A nice waist taper.
Oh my gosh.
You like my taper?
I do, I love it.
So slimming.
So I'm just going to use my spatula to scrape the sides of the bowl here.
Why do I think do that?
What?
Have these weird elastic.
To taper your waist. And then I'm going to go check the cupcakes again, but I don't think they're ready.
And I
2 more minutes.
will always love you. Oh, this is such a fun show.
It is, isn't it? Aren't you guys entertained?
This is so fun.
I have a feeling that you're being sarcastic.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. This is the most viewers you've ever had.
Is it? I have 7 viewers. Whoops. in here.
Remember Kids Pop?
I do. I think they're still making Kids Pop. There's like Kids Pop like 74 now.
Wow.
I don't know. How many Kids Pops are there?
How many of those kids do you think died?
Why would they die?
Because statistically saying, so like, I was asking people this the other day on my YouTube channel. When I was in my prime on YouTube, I had like over 700,000 subs. How many of those people, statistically speaking, over a 10-year span, have died? I was saying probably between 10 and 12.
I don't know.
I think 10 to 12 people have died.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mike Finney says we're very entertaining and Nisha is laughing. That's a lot of people that died. How do you know what the statistics are of people dying?
I don't know.
And then you also have to think about like their age.
Yeah.
Most of them are probably younger, so the statistics are lower that they would be dying.
Hey Google, what is the death rate of people under 30?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Let's see here.
I'm just trying to fling the frosting off of here. You can try licking these if you want. Alright, I'm going to go check the cupcakes one more time. I'm not sure if they're done yet. They don't look done, but I'm going to stick a toothpick in there. I think I overfilled them a little bit.
So, holy shit. Per 100,000 people in a 2010 age-specific finding, per 100,000 people is 153. 153, 136 per 100,000.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people dying.
And then under 25 is 60. Holy
so
shit.
Under 25 is 60.
This is the CDC. This is just their time.
Under 25 is 60 people dying per 100,000. But what's over 25 is 163?
This is CDC rate per 100,000 population, and then it's thousands in the measurement, and then you have the blue is 2000, the green is 2010, and this is about the mortality rate by age.
Under 25 and then 25 to 44. Yeah. Wow, that's quite a few people.
Wow, so I was off in my numbers.
This is still pretty thick in our frosting. We don't have milk, but we also, I made some oat milk, so I'm just going to mix a little bit of that in because we want some extra liquid in here.
When I die, I want to go to hell, because I'm a piece of shit. It ain't hard to fucking tell. It don't make sense going to heaven with the goodies dressed in white. I like black Tims and black hoodies. God will probably have me on some really strict shit. No sleeping all day. No getting my dick licked. Something about the goodies.
I'm just going to add just a little bit, like a tablespoon at a time until you get the texture that you want.
You can catch me rapping at Burning Man. It's a skill set I have. I was a rapper at Burning Man.
Okay.
That's my skill set at Burning Man. That's what I offer the playa.
Oh. As like your gift to people?
My gift to people is my rapping.
Wow, Anisha's impressed.
I don't know if that's an impressed wow. I think that's just a wow.
Wow.
And I also will only spit Biggie lines.
Yep.
Especially when they reference pagers.
I'm just gonna add a little more liquid, but it's looking really good right now.
Give it a loop!
Does that look good or what?
It makes some funny noises.
The frosting?
Yeah. That smells really weedy. We're gonna get really high.
But you've already been eating this in the cookies that I made.
Yeah, but how do we know like what the serving is?
When we divide it equally.
That's-
12. This is 12 servings worth of cannabis butter.
That's not accurate. We're not accurate.
You want to lick it?
No, I don't want to get that high.
So we're just waiting for our cupcakes to finish baking. But we already whipped up our frosting, and Derek wants to wait until the cupcakes are completely cool before
So we're
we
just
frost
gonna
them.
entertain you.
So yeah, we're just gonna entertain you with more rapping, maybe.
Is that what you're wanting?
I love it when you rap.
I got me a millie. I did it legitly. That's all I got.
Is that da baby?
Da baby bop. When you say it like that, it just doesn't sound right.
Da baby bop.
Da baby bop.
Is that the name of the song? Is bop?
Bop.
And da baby is the artist.
Yeah, da baby.
Okay.
That's how he pronounces it. Da baby.
Do you want to use a piping bag, or do we want to use this?
Da baby.
We can
It's
use
up
the
to you.
piping bag. Make them look pretty.
What else we got? Trump has been in the news this week a lot. He's Trump.
Not ready yet.
A lot of people out there are ordering takeout a lot. These are my
Almost
bits.
like you're a stand-up comedian.
It's almost, but there's no jokes. I just read the headlines.
What was I getting over here? Oh, the piping bag.
A perfectly healthy dad in New Braunfels, Texas, died from complications with the coronavirus. Ha! No jokes, just realities, just real realities.
But yeah, how are you guys staying sane during your self quarantines? Because we're just on the verge over here.
She's off to have lunch. You're going out?
Yeah, Anisha, where are you going?
You're leaving?
It's also 2:30. It's a little late for lunch, don't you think?
What it's like to be young again.
My Finny, maybe try acting a scene from a play or for acting practice. Derek does not need acting practice. He's Oscar worthy.
I'm also not an actor.
He's also not an actor.
I can't do other people's written word.
So I have my piping bag here. I used it for my Bailey's cupcake St. Patrick's Day recipe, which is why it's like a little green tinted, because we used green food coloring in the recipe. I'll link it in the description section if I remember. So we're waiting for the cupcakes to finish.
She says offline.
Offline. LOL. Okay. Mike Finney, I am already insane, so no change with quarantine. Well, there you go, Mike. We're all a little bit insane, aren't we? We definitely are over here. But yeah, the cupcakes are looking really good. They're raising a lot. And because I scooped them a little too full and made only 10 cupcakes instead of 12 cupcakes, they are a little overflowing. But we'll work with it.
You guys taking advantage of that Pornhub Premium free? That free Pornhub Premium? Got any good links you could share?
Beautiful.
Nisha says she had a late brekkie.
Okay.
What
I
are-
know. Everybody's schedules are a little off right now.
Everybody's off. Stick 'em up. What?
Okay, so here are my finished cupcakes. You can see that because I filled them a little too much and made only 10 instead of 12, that they're kind of flowing onto each other, but they're still going to be delicious. So I'm just gonna let them cool in the muffin tin for a couple of minutes until it's cool enough for me to pull them out, and then we'll let them cool on the rack themselves. But we're already finished with our frosting, so I'm gonna transfer it into a piping bag, maybe with Derek's help.
Tomorrow.
Or I'll just do it.
What are the
myself.
words?
I love ya tomorrow. You're always a day away.
That's right. Those are the words.
I know the words. I was Annie in my middle
You
school's
are not
production.
Annie.
I was.
You were not Annie.
In the 8th grade, I was Annie in my school's production of Annie. I looked so good in the
That's
red wig, guys.
Culture appropriation.
How is that cultural appropriation? Like white cultural appropriation?
Yeah.
How is that white culture? Annie is white culture?
Taking all the white man's jobs.
Yup.
I can say that because I'm wearing
Using
this
your white
jumpsuit.
bias right there.
Just my white bias.
So we've been watching television during
A
our
lot of it.
quarantine. One of the things that we started watching was called 100 Humans on Netflix. It's actually pretty entertaining.
Definitely worth getting high and watching.
Definitely worth getting high and watching. We've also seen Tiger King. Guys,
It kind of tapered off, to be honest.
it's a bizarro.
What else have we watched?
We've also, oh, thank you. We've also watched, what else have we watched?
Stepmom blows son.
No, we haven't seen that one. We haven't even activated this Pornhub Premium.
We've only read about it.
I asked Derek if he wanted to do it, and he said no, so.
We just read the articles and then regurgitate.
That's what he does. With no jokes, though. Just
No
reading the
jokes.
articles and regurgitating.
Just want you to know. Just want you to know the answers. It looks like a big dog dump in your hand. It looks like you just picked this up, Brazos's dump, and you're like,
Giant
oh,
dog dump.
that was bad.
This is our chocolate frosting. It's funny because when I pipe it out with this bag and this tip, it actually kind of looks like the poop emoji. But I don't have another tip to go with this bag.
I don't got any more tips either.
Yeah.
So is my job here done?
Yeah, do you want to leave? Do you just want to leave and let me do this by myself?
Is that what you want?
No, that's not what I want. I want us to have a good time doing this together.
You don't
but
seem to be having such a good time.
well,
with
I
me.
always feel like you're not having a good time because you don't think that I'm as good at doing live streams as you are.
That's not what I said. I'm just giving suggestions like, how can we spike engagement? How can we raise the energy? Set the bar a little higher. Oh no, their stream data is lost.
What?
Look, no data.
Uh-oh, what does that mean?
I think you've disconnected. Have we lost you guys?
Have we lost you guys? What's happening?
It's excellent. We're back up.
Okay, we had some stream data lost, but we're back up. You know you had to do your thing at 3, right? Are you still doing that?
Yeah, I haven't got an email about it.
Oh.
Let me check.
Okay.
Let me check the emails.
Let's check the emails.
No emails yet. Well, let me make sure.
So I have my piping bag ready, and we're just waiting for these cupcakes to cool. Jerry's still here.
Jerry with a J.
With a G. Jerry with a G. So here are our beautiful cupcakes. It's cooling off a little bit, so I'm actually going to pull them out with my hands and let them cool on the tray itself. Because, like I said before, because I scooped mine a little too full and made 10 cupcakes instead of 12. They're a little overflowing, but that's okay. They smell good, nice and chocolatey.
It didn't drop for them.
Good!
Hey, you can also catch us on Chatterbait.
No.
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 Okay, these are a little hot for my hands. And they're kind of sticking a little bit. Oops. I was just over eager with the cupcakes. I'm also surprised that our dog hasn't come to say hello yet.
He's tired.
Is he a tired dog?
I'm a tired dog. I found a bed where I like the lay because it has sun to me.
I know. I put the bed over there for him.
What is that doing? No, Dad, please don't do it, Dad. Please don't go do it, Dad.
He's just bothering the dog. Don't mind him. So I'm gonna try some of this. Okay. Ooh, it's good. It's fluffy. It's chocolatey. You would never know that there's no egg in it. Why are you making those weird sounds with our dog? Yeah, but seriously, what have you guys been doing during your quarantine? Any fun TV shows that we should be watching? Because we're kind of at a loss. If anyone wants to share their HBO Go sign in. Oh. Yeah, if anyone wants to share their HBO login, we want to watch Westworld. And there's a lot of good shows. You can get us Westworld.
I can get us Westworld.
The new season of Westworld has started. And I like Westworld. See, I'm already over. I just want to eat a cupcake already. I don't want to wait for them to cool.
Yeah, but don't, because it looks bad.
Because it looks bad.
Do a dance.
Do a dance?
You do a dance. This is what it should be for a while.
Just us dancing? I was going to say also that we took a drive around Los Angeles the other day just to see what it was like, what it looked like. We thought it was going to be a ghost town, but it actually seemed pretty normal. There was the same amount of cars on the road. There were probably more people walking outside because a lot of people have been walking their dogs or exercising outside while still social distancing or isolating. But I was kind of surprised that there were that many people out. Like,
should I try my joke out?
Yeah, you should try your joke out.
No, I won't do it. I gotta hand it off to someone else.
Okay. So where are all these people going? That's what I was trying to say. And what does it look like in your town or your city? Are businesses still open? Because where Derek's parents are, things are still open, right?
I don't know.
Error, YouTube is not receiving enough video.
Your connection is bad.
Oh, is this stopped recording?
I don't know.
Doesn't it stop recording after,
30 minutes?
Yeah. So I don't know how much we lost.
He says he watched the Lord of the Rings documentary.
Oh, interesting. I've actually never watched all of the Lord of the Rings films. Okay, he's gonna pop my back. Ugh, that was a good one.
It says the quality's bad, but
I don't know
we'll
why.
see.
Is the quality bad for you guys?
It looks so good. Damn, those are some
My
gnarly
belly looks
ones.
really pale.
You are pale.
Well, it's been winter time. We've been inside. But in Los Angeles this week, it's going to be 80 degrees. I'm excited.
Your back just popped so well.
It did. Thank you
Could
for
you
popping
pop
my
mine?
back. Okay, ready? I can't even wrap my arms all the way around. I gotta learn how to do it while stepping on you. Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh god, where are you going?
Why are you falling? Why are you falling?